Good evening, Internet. Welcome to GGameKnights Presents Wildspace. I am your dungeon uncle, Ryan, and with me have a lovely cast that we'll introduce shortly. Firstly, just want to real quick thank you all for just hanging out with us in this stellar year so far that we have, because it's been really lovely to spend time with friends while everything else is going on. But real quickly, we just want to announce that we have the next game that we have on this channel is the continuation of our Sprawl game called Neon Souls tomorrow, Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, run by Sean here, and with another cast of characters that are fantastic. And is your next season starting yet, or is it a session 0 for?
Session 0 was last week. This will
okay, so this is the new season. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So yes, that's exciting. This is a great place to jump on. Lots of changes, lots of new stuff, and we're excited to check it out. But really quickly, just want to introduce everyone that's going to be playing with us tonight. Let me pull up the stream so I know what order to do this in, because I kind of just go random order. We'll start with Savannah. Would you like to introduce yourself and plug anything that you would like?
What if I said no?
You can.
No. I will. Yes. Hello. I'm Savannah, or Savvy, or at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. For the next couple weeks, I'm just here. I'm playing Neon Souls tomorrow and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I guess I'll say this coming Tuesday, since Sweeps Week, that's the one. It's so many S words. Since Sweeps Week is done, I'm gonna be running a little mini arc of a fun new tabletop game called Land of Eam, and it's just really adorable and cute. It's like D&D, but kind of Muppets. I don't know. Come hang out with us on Tuesday. It's a new game. We're gonna be hang out, being cute. Tonight, I'm playing Gwen. She's a blood hunter, and she's real mad about generally everything.
That's very true. Sean, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Val, the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I am here all the time. If you watch any of our streams, I'm usually in the background somewhere. Yes, tomorrow I'm doing Neon Souls. I'm going to be running our first session of our new Cypher game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Same characters, though, if you liked our last season, so come join us for that at 8. Otherwise, not much else new. Might be streaming some video games this weekend. Savannah and I are trying to finish up Resident Evil 7.
Oh boy, did we think we were done.
We got very close last time, but we're still getting there. And tonight I'm playing Rosh, the light domain cleric, who's very close to death.
It's true, and it wouldn't be the first time. Also, we have Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan. This is the only sort of streamed game that I'm in. What else? I like to make art. You can find me making art online. And I played Champ, who is a Eldritch Knight who likes to fight.
See, we all need ones like that. If we can have rhyming intros for next time, I would love that.
What about haikus?
So good job. And then finally we have Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG, it's some guy on the internet. You can find me here Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays. And yeah, let's see. Tonight I am Vyncent, the wild magic sorcerer.
Fantastic. Well, a lot happened last time. in a sense, the gang, the gang, if I can call you all that, went to hell what I hope is the last time, and they got into a confrontation with the Blood Queen Vashta. They to get to her, they had to pass through a barrier that required each of them to sacrifice something that was important to them. Each character had to give up something, which we can probably will come up later for some of them. But they were able to, having paid these price, they were able to take out Basha. And as after the Blood Queen fell, Minion, who is the demon who had been aiding them through their journey through hell, is drinking blood and sort of taking the power of Basha into himself. And there is a kind of a DBZ style gathering of power that happens around Minion as he takes in the blood, kind of like a swirling vortex that kicks up the there's some dust and some as the motif is in this place, blood as it kind of spirals around him and like creating a small whirlpool. After a few minutes of powering up, not a few minutes, it's more like 30 seconds.
Okay, that's a lot.
Just everyone's
If it's
just sitting there like,
We're just sitting there.
okay. If it was
this is
DBZ,
Dragon Ball Z
it would be 3
powering
episodes.
up. Yeah.
You're right.
It's like, but this one just feels like 3 episodes and is only about 30 seconds. And then when he powers up, he doesn't change size or shape, just stays the same, just about 18-inch tall thing, but seems to walk with a little bit more confidence.
A little bit of swagger.
Yeah. He without regarding you quite yet, and you all can be doing things while I'm discussing this. He is going to reach out with one clawed hand, and from the remains of Vashta, you see 2 distinct, separate, kind of swirling, writhing things that remind you of the fabled book that had come to life upon your touch, as there are strange, like organic tendrils kind of curling in on themselves, seeking purchase on something, but he is levitating them out of the blood and mess. And then with a few quick actions, what's a cool way to do this? I think he's going to very quickly pull out Vashta's skull, give it a little scoop out, and this skull is much bigger than he is, and it's kind of it was probably as big as your shoulder's width, I think, like wide. Think of it kind of about the size of your torso, and he guides the 2 writhing masses into the freshly hollowed out skull, and then other materials begin to kind of take shape. Like they start out as like tendrils of blood that kind of solidify into strange kind of organic plug, I guess, that kind of fill up all the sockets in the bottom part of the jaw. And then the before too long, those 2 items are secured within the skull, and he turns to the 3 of you, or 4 of you, I can't count. Say, all right. So a deal's a deal. You take these things out of here. And hopefully we never see each other again.
Seems reasonable enough.
Are those like safe to touch or?
I wouldn't.
That's a good question.
I wouldn't poke around inside of it. Just if you carry it by the skull, you should be fine.
As much as I would volunteer to be the one that carried one last time I touched one of those, it killed me. So, and I feel very near the brink of death right now.
I'll take it.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, last time we touched one, it hurt me a lot less than it hurt the others.
I'm sure.
All right. So if you can approach the skull, and I'm almost I guess maybe what I'm picturing in my head is something similar to like the first scene of like Thor Ragnarok, where there's like this kind of large, head kind of apparatus that you can sling around your back, provided you have the material. So yeah, you do, and it looks so cool.
Okay, I was bracing for the you touch it and
no, it's
Roll death save.
for now. It's like whatever he used to like contain it. It is holding for now. You have no reason to believe that it's gonna like come apart anytime soon, or at all, perhaps. But who knows? I don't know. Like. Maybe not in every circumstance, because it does seem to be, but there seems to be kind of held together by this kind of like it's scabbed over, so it's like this, it's organic matter, but it is not necessarily alive anymore. Does that make sense? Maybe not. But it looks real cool. There's like cool horns off of Gwen's back, and gives her a really good silhouette.
Ooh.
I am pleased.
I believe that's the first time something's gone right today. Should we find our way out of here?
Yeah. Do you need passage out of here? Can you find your own way? I can probably help you out there. I'm kind of the boss now.
I can get us out, but it's the last bit of powerful magical energy that I have.
Shouldn't you be healing yourself?
Perhaps. Or I can take us back to the ship.
Our legs work just fine. I mean, especially if we have Boss Man's word. Not gonna have to kill any of his new employees.
No, they won't bother you.
Let's walk then. Through the blood.
Can you heal yourself first? I'll just stare pointedly at Rosh.
Yeah, we just all
Fine.
don't move and just...
Wanted to save this just in case, but fine. Alright. Cast a level 8 heal on myself.
Good job.
So
Take care of yourself.
Good job.
Good job.
90. So I'm back up to 101.
Yeah, please be back up in triple digits.
There we go.
Thank you.
That
We
is
all
barely.
appreciate it.
Cool.
Thank you.
No problem. You did me a favor.
I wasn't speaking to you.
Okay. Wow. Sorry.
Thank you.
It was mutually beneficial.
I'm fine. I still could have almost died and been fine. I still have the death ward up.
I'm sorry, do I look like I care?
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, so on the way out, because actually, you do you want to go back out like the sewers, or you want to go just like out like the main, like
The
the
front doors this time.
Please.
Okay. I
Could be nice.
I forgot how you came in. So yeah. I think so for this I'm gonna say that kind of like gold armored vampires do begin to slowly kind of slink their way back into like the into kind of area. They all view you with eyes of hunger and suspicion, but they don't seem to make any moves against you. And a couple of them lead the way through these vast vaulted hallways where kind of I mean you get it. There's blood, there's skulls. It's
It's kind of the worst.
It looks like what's his face? Who's the guy that's doing all the DC movies these days? Zack Snyder. It's like if Zack Snyder redid He-Man. It's kind of like that. So
Thanks, I hate it.
yeah.
Please don't put that out there in the universe. We don't need that kind of energy going into 2021.
Oh man, Zach's. Oh, I should suggest that.
No, if he signed up for the Netflix adaptation. Anyway.
Is there a He-Man adaptation
Yeah.
going out? Oh,
Ryan
nice.
goes back to Twitter just to tweet at Zack Snyder. Say, hey, you want to make a He-Man movie?
Just gonna float this idea.
Look. Or yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm losing the brief. Anyway, you all. Do you want to ride anything? There's monsters you can ride.
Ooh.
I assume they're all terrible and gross and demonic.
Yeah, they're real bony. Not a lot of saddles going on, so you'd have to like find a place between some vertebrae.
I'll walk.
Okay. All right. So you walk, and
You guys can do whatever you want.
nothing much of note happens. Just it will take you, I forget how long it was, but I think it was at least a couple hours. So if you want to talk along the way or just be quiet and not jinx anything until you get out, that's up to you.
So what now?
I think we take these two and we go back to Yuval and, well, maybe not that just yet, because we need to figure out how to use all three remnants to seal away the old ones. I can't remember if we've already learned that somehow, or if we were just in like, okay, we need to get these so that we can do that, and then once we've done that, we can figure out how to do that.
Correct.
Okay. So maybe it's back to Chamacha Mandir to see if they know anything in archives, or got to figure out who would know how to fix things.
Right. I suppose that those hellhounds.
big slobbering French hellhounds.
And the heck bugs.
Heck pups.
That sounds like as good a plan as any. I think going back to Chamacha Mandir would be a good place for us to plan our next steps. And then sealing up the rift once we find the third key. If I'm understanding the plan right.
If we are returning to Chamacha Mandir, we should make extra certain we aren't followed.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, we might even want to, Champ, how many people can your ship take? I do kind of worry about
It
bringing
is
these.
a little cramped. Probably just me and maybe like a crate.
Ah.
It's a little.
I think we said there was enough space for you to put your halfling friend in.
Yeah.
I think that's what we said.
It's not very big though. Not much else.
I just do kind of worry if bringing the remnants near there. I mean, now that we've got two of them, we saw what one did to Yuval and the whole sector.
Yes.
Yeah, but that
But
it was like activated or whatever, right? You guys somehow turned it on.
It ate someone's brain or something. I'm a little fuzzy on the details.
We'll just let them not let it not do that.
All right. Well, as hesitant as I am about putting the people there in danger, I do think it's probably the safest place to keep them for the time being. We'll provide adequate warning so they can prepare some wards and preparations for our arrival. Keep them someplace safe within the vaults. There are other holy relics kept at the temple, so I have to imagine that they have something to protect them.
All right.
And a little bit of time to recover would be nice too, before we cast ourselves back into the hells to finish this.
Yes, I'm still bleeding quite a lot.
I had to cauterize it, but that's about as much as I could do.
That's alright, I can handle it.
I'm very low on magical energies, and in case we have jinxed ourselves and something shows up to attack us, I should probably save those. If you find that your blood loss is causing you any sort of ill effects, do let me know.
Small demon, as you pass by, he's like,
Your blood loss is our blood gain. Thank you.
You're welcome. Stimulate the economy. I mean, I'm not using it.
Your blood or the economy?
Both.
Ah, sweet.
All right.
50 blood bucks.
we don't really have a lot of imagination with naming here.
It's simple.
I thought that Blood Box was the name of the coffee shop on the corner.
Like you said, they're not very creative.
So prevalent, it just shares a name with the currency.
Only place you can take your blood bucks. To the blood bucks.
Are y'all aware of water? Like, you know that's a thing, right?
No, only blood, no other liquid.
Oh no, it's just blood here. You must be thinking of the water demon place.
What?
I'm glad-
Water hell.
I'm glad we ended up here in
Yeah.
Potter Hell.
Florida.
Yeah.
We've been to space.
We know it very well.
You've been there. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
the water hell.
Okay. Ugh. My God. Smells like suntan oil. Anyway, have fun. Bye-bye.
I like that demon. What is your name, sir?
Blood, Travis.
I don't know that we should go around making friends with humans.
Well, I thought you were pleasant. But
I thought you left.
well. I forgot to say blood bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Why do the more you talk, the more you sound like Mel Brooks?
I don't know if I have one in the chamber, but that's all I got.
That's pretty good. It's like 90% of it.
Okay, so we get back to the portal. Portal sucks you all up, and then it spits you out. Splash. Back at what is the name of that? Gergen. Back at Gergen. And
Right, water hell.
yeah.
It's mud hell. Sorry, I didn't mean to come with you. Bye.
Just pumped him back through the portal.
Ow!
Get out of here.
My blood butt.
We should close this.
That voice is really hard for me to stop. I'm sorry. It's really hard for me to stop. I'll try. And as you go through the portal, you see the enormous shape of Chrome Ned, who is carrying enormous slabs of stone that have lots of different engravings and markings on them. He's kind of holding them in his hands like this and stomping back towards the stairs and notices you. And he's like, "Oh, you're back. Welcome."
Vincent, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Elizabeth didn't stay on the ship.
Yeah. And now I'm trying to remember if I think we left Chrome Ned so that she could wander a bit. I think had been where we actually settled.
Ned, where is she?
She's right up the stairs.
Okay, I assume.
I assume it's okay too.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And again, as you walk through, what's different this time is like there are now lots of different artificial lighting placements that are stacked all around the room, shining light against the walls, against the engravings and the markings. You see papers. You see large. It looks like there's like cameras everywhere, kind of like on like makeshift tables that have become set up, and it looks like she has went to work pretty immediately, and but you see some large pieces have been kind of removed from the walls, like there's some of the pillars have like the pieces have been taken and removed from this room. And you kind of hear steps coming down the staircase as Elizabeth with 2 cameras hanging around her neck and like an armful of paper rubbings. She like looks down and sees her. "Oh, you're back."
Yeah, we are. How long were we gone? I know dimensional time can be a little weird.
I don't know, but I haven't slept.
So hopefully not that long.
I hope not either. This place is amazing. I've got so many incredible things that I can't wait to show you. They are going to blow some minds when I can get them back and share them with people. This is the best.
I can see you're so excited or sleep deprived that your accent's gone.
Oh, did I have one of those?
Was it like this? Was my
Yes.
action like this?
No, it's
It
Blood
was.
Travis.
That's how I remember it.
Is my name Liz Blood?
But I hope you've got everything you desire because we're leaving.
We're leaving. So what? Does she have an accent?
She was
What it?
Irish.
Oh God, why did I
Was
pick
she
Irish?
At least for a while, she was.
I have no
Right,
memory of
just for a
this.
little bit. Okay, sure. This is my really real mild accent. I'm not gonna get. Sure. Can I just long enough for me to keep a few things, if that's all right? But you all look like I feel a little bit. So maybe we all could just take a breather on the ship for a little bit. I have some very fun things to show you.
Yeah, we could all do with some rest and make sure. Have you eaten? I know you said you haven't slept, but have you eaten since we left?
I'm sure I've eaten something.
Okay.
Kitty's very persistent.
Yeah, I suppose you would be trying to make sure you're fed, but yeah, let's all get back to the ship.
Also,
We've got
having
some
he's having a bit of a hard time being back here a little bit. It seems it's all jittery and everything.
And yeah, this is where we got Kitty from in the first place.
Oh, so this is like a homecoming for y'all.
The sort of traumatizing middle school kind.
I can empathize with that. But that said, let's get out of here and get something to eat, and maybe some water to drink. You all could use a shower. It looks like bit ripe looking, and I'm the one who's in a swamp world.
Well, not
Not
all of
sure.
this is our blood, if it makes you feel better.
I'm impartial, I think. Really, just any blood is well, it's a little troubling. I'm glad you all made it back and you're all fine though.
I'll have Kitty make us something to eat. Friend is starving and slowly gnawing into the back of my neck.
Well, sounds like spring break. Let's go.
I like her.
Yeah, I do too.
And you're absolutely sure that she's not going to betray us and murder us at some point?
Are we ever?
No.
Less likely than most.
Excellent.
Plus, she'll have to kill Vincent first.
Coffee?
Whiskey?
Well, I don't both.
Hmm?
I don't both.
Alright.
Oh. She has 5 hit points, y'all. She's not gonna.
You say that. I don't know how many hit.
I
Just her first
I just have to
form.
I
trust
feel
you.
like you all could tell. I feel you all could tell by looking at her.
You look like you have 5 hit points. Do you
She
have 5
lo-
hit points?
You all can murder someone with a punch in the face. That's where you're at. You
Oh no.
I
level
didn't-
16
Well, only
wild
those
ones.
of us with positive strength modifiers.
I didn't
Just
do
say-
all this blood hunter training to not know how many hit points Vincent's girlfriend has, okay?
I think she would technically gain health if either Vincent or Rosh.
I did my time. 16 levels of it.
16 levels. All right, so
In
you
Space,
get
Florida.
oh, God. Forged by the sands of Space Florida. So you return to Arcturus, and the storage or the cargo bay is kind of chock full with as much stuff as they could fit around Champ's ship. You see long. I'm trying to think. Like basically, they've removed the bas reliefs from the walls, and they're kind of lined up against the walls as safely as they can, and they're secured, and they're all written in Arlean language, and you see lots of different notes written by them. Her workspace is not untidy, but there's a lot going on. Yeah, you all can go to the mess hall and where Kitty greets you. It's like, hey, Eric. No, I'm just kidding. That's all right. That's the last time I can do that joke. It's
You
already
gave
a
him the
little-
sexy voice, right?
Well, can we turn on the bartender
I think I
voice?
gave him just like soft Siri, something like that, or like a little bit. It's like
Sure.
I think that's where it was. Was it sexy?
Well, he
was it,
had the
like,
sexy.
flirty?
Well, he had the sexy bartender voice for a while, and then you made us turn it off.
Oh yeah. That's true. Well, at least he doesn't sound like he used to sound, which I feel like I don't even know what that voice was. Like a bad Morty impression or something like that.
So he's had an upgrade now. He's just Alexa.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. May I make you some food? Refreshment?
Please.
Yes, please.
Little mouge bouche?
Sure.
Is that
you
all I
doing
am?
okay?
Bless
Elizabeth
you.
told us you were a little jittery being back here on Gargan.
I am very glad to see you all again. We'll just say that. Last time, all my ingredients rot in their containers. And I think I have some flashback memories of trying to feed dead people. So, yeah, it's a lot. But I'm very happy to be feeding living people once again.
We'll be leaving soon.
Thank Robot God.
Is that a robot god?
Of course.
Champ, is there a robot god? ChromeNet, is there a robot god?
I'm sorry.
If
We're
there is a
learning
robot
something-
God,
Are we
they
learning
don't know
something
me.
New and important about the world.
Wait, do you not know about Robot God?
No.
Gosh.
We better know about your god, and you are your god.
Robo Jojo.
Oh.
No.
Yes, there were brutal crusades back a few centuries ago. Name of Robot God and
Well,
Robot Jesus.
The way I like to look at Robot God is it's more of a force that connects us all, like the internet. We all are Robot God in a way.
Wi-Fi. Robot God is Wi-Fi.
And one day we will return to the cloud.
Oh no. I like this game. It makes me laugh. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, I'm very tired.
I'll make you some sleepy time tea.
Thank you.
Pours you whiskey and gives it to you. No,
I knew that's where that was
like
going.
a hot toddy. We'll do that. Like a hot toddy with like a caffeine-free tea, I guess, with some honey and lemon.
An herbal tea.
Um,
Well, now I just want one of those in real life.
I know, me too.
Have the cats start boiling you water so it'll be ready by the time we go on break.
So, I remember what Rosh gave up. I can't. No, never mind. I remember what everyone gave up. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. To me, I'm impartial. Okay, so you all have
Big
meals.
GM mood.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm sure it was very important to you.
It matters to me that anyway. You know what I mean. So do you all kind of just quietly eat and then go to your cabins and rest up? Okay. I think you also saw some big mounds of swamp things that have been kind of like rent into pieces and kind of cast aside. So there do seem to still be shambling mounds here, but surprise, surprise, Chrome Ned is a iron golem, so you're fine.
Can we just all sip tea while we watch Chrome Ned just like destroy these shambling mounds
Yeah, sure.
off in the distance, like through one of the windows of the side of the ship? Just
sure.
from
Rosh's
solarium, they sit just drinking their sleepy time tea while they watch Chrome Ned obliterate these shambling mounds.
Just
and I want
come
everything
to
played
town.
out in initiative, please.
Yeah. So I think like maybe just in the background while y'all are talking, like through the window, there's like some lightning shining up, like a few frames of Ned being kind of like almost playful with it, like ripping a tree out from its roots and smacking one like a baseball as it goes flying out into the darkness, and you hear. If you were outside, big splashes. I think a rain also is like picking up, and he's just doing his job.
I'm
But
glad
yeah,
he's getting some exercise. Does he need exercise?
I don't know. Do robots need exercise?
Got to
Oh,
move the
there
joints
are
every
3
once in a
schools of thought.
Can we please bring him with us next time, though?
We'll probably need him.
Yes, I imagine so.
So to Chamacha then. Any stops we need to make is... Crap, I forgot her name.
Elizabeth?
Lisbeth. Is Lisbeth coming with us?
I would imagine at least to Chamacha. I don't know if she's ever been, but, for an archaeologist like her, there's probably some exciting things to see.
And not take.
Yes, let's emphasize the not taking the ancient religious relics, but I can show her a few places that she might be interested in. Speak with Father Ramon, let her have access to some of our archives.
Yeah. And, depending on what our next moves are, probably a decent place for her to, not come to tentacle space with us.
Probably our next step after that into tentacle space, as you put it. We shouldn't bring very many passengers with us who aren't ready to fight and potentially die for the cause.
Yeah, and Jim, how are you feeling about that? I mean, I know we kind of you have your own reasons for being here, but it is also a whole lot to be like, we're going into quarantine space and may not make it out.
Well, seen it through this far. Don't see any reason to stop now. Just putting lives on the line is a little bit what I'm used to. And I'd like to see this put to an end. There's been enough death because of these ones, so. And there's probably a good chance of some fighting, which I do enjoy.
Just wanted to make sure we didn't accidentally get you in for more than you bargained for.
I've sort of been in it for a while, so Now I just know what it looks like versus before I didn't really have any leads or anything, but now we've got the keys and things and names and stuff. Not further than I was able to get on my own.
Well, glad to have you with us. And hopefully this won't be the end. I feel fairly confident. We killed an arch-demon born at the creation of time, and
And none of us died!
none of us died.
We are not dead today.
I feel
It's
like we
good.
should be
So I'm-
toasting.
1 for 2.
That was almost funny.
It's good to know I didn't give up my sense of humor. Cheers.
I don't suppose you'll tell us what it was you gave up.
As I said, it was personal.
And oddly obvious, I think.
There's a long silence. And then everyone just kind of makes their way to the rooms. As I mean, there's a sense of progress for sure, but there's still a lot left to be done and still some questions to answer as you all get some rest and officially level up. Blah, 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 blah. Is everyone already done those things?
About to do it.
I did.
So,
Okay. Oh my gosh.
What?
I'm just looking at like the heaps just go.
Oh, you look at my hit points? Hi, everyone. I upped my constitution at level 16.
Oh
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
the beefiest.
I have
What you got?
188
Ooh.
hit points.
Christ.
Oh, dang. I'm at 170.
Oh my gosh. And does friend boost your HP? I can't remember.
It's like 8 extra.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
increase.
so
Not
just-
every level, just like.
Yeah,
when
it's
I
just
got
a
him.
flat. Yeah. Okay.
That goes up by one.
I
But no-
considered taking tough just for the lulls, but I
Yeah, I just upped my con to 20. I
Did
finally
not.
have a stat at 20.
That is exciting. There's not like anything like 9th level spells at this level, is there? It's just
Next level?
that's next level.
Next level.
okay. Oh, is it next level for real?
Next level, the
It's
fun
coming.
stuff gets here.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't
All
worry,
right.
I only have up to level 3, so.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
thank
at
you.
19th level, I'll get 4th level spell slots. So
Watch out.
enemies beware.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. So not so great spells, just like 90 damage around. Just
Yeah.
easy. Cool. Then did you take off already and left Gurgen behind, you think?
Probably, unless Elizabeth is making a very good case for, okay, no, I just need, these last few things out of the temple.
I think she probably did that while you were having your conversation. So yeah, you can already be on the way back up through the atmosphere into to where you can get enough clearance from the gravitational effects of Gurgen to launch the arc jump drive. And then, hi. And then you go, are you going to Chamachamandir first? Okay. All right. So, just, space and time folds and you emerge instantly. Yeah, I guess like there's not like sleeping during space flight anymore. It's just kind of like you're there. So we'll say that the slept went on the planet and then you took off and then flew off in the morning. But yeah.
Is this the deal where you can only do this like once a day though, the jump, or is this like I didn't remember or am I making that up?
No, you're not making that used to be a thing, and I think
Okay.
tracking it became kind of tedious, and then we stopped doing that. I think, or because it was that was a system before your the engine that you have right now.
Okay.
There probably should be some limit on it, but it wouldn't be once a day. It'd be closer to maybe once an hour.
Okay.
But yeah. So, let me get you to Chamachamandir Shrine. Who's that? Get out of here. And let me bring your token over. Okay, so you return to Chamachamandir, which is once again an enormous asteroid that is orbiting a red dwarf, I believe, or is it a dying star? Which is it, Sean? I can't quite call. Do you remember?
I think it is. I don't think it's a dying star.
All right,
I
so
think it's like a new star.
Oh, okay.
But the whole thing is like the asteroid that they're on, or the piece of space debris that they're on, is like magically protected. Like it's absurdly close to the star, but for some reason, like if you enter at the right angle and stuff, it'll like it has some sort of magical shielding from the heat and radiation.
Awesome. So there's a bit of a shaking of the vessel as you get close until you are able to pass through the envelope of the magical shield of Chamachamandir, and the Arcturus comes to a stop in the courtyard that you landed in previously. Oh gosh, we're going to the place with all NPCs and voices I haven't done in so long. Luckily, they all no. Oh yeah, okay. I remember one is basically original Dumbledore, I think, and
mom voice.
And mom voice, just my generic mom voice. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I'm ready to go. Where do you all go?
So out of character for a second before we start getting into everyone doing things. So we have 2 of the keys. We know the third was used to open the portal.
Yes.
So our overall goal here is to, at some point, get that third key, close off the portal, hide the keys forever.
Yes. So it's a little, yeah.
Or
so,
do we need to be researching that here? Like, is there a gap in our knowledge?
There is a bit of a gap in the knowledge of like how these things operate. And I think actually, what does that say? Well, sorry, I hear like a sound like someone is trying to FaceTime me or something. I don't know what that is.
Well, you're busy.
Okay. Anyway, so oh gosh. All right. Yeah, this scene happens. Well, I think while you all are arriving at Shamachamandir and getting everything kind of set up before you disembark the ship, Lisbeth goes over some of the things that she's looked at, and just kind of like Vincent just kind of talking your ear off about Arlean society and how we know some things about them, but there's so much that is not quite understood. And thank you. And that but she does kind of like what she's excited about is that what she seems to have found is a kind of a culmination of all these different areas of their cultures that they're supposed to be known of. There's this very strong religious kind of language around everything. It's the way that they describe everything is in these kind of more like mythical or perhaps like figurative terms, and she's talking to you about gods of light, gods of darkness, gods of spirit and earth, angels of heaven coming together and to expel these others from existence, and how the gods of spirit betrayed the rest, and said she finds some talks of keys being used against it. And I don't know if you're like kind of just letting her just kind of talk about it, but what she does, she starts to say like, what she's excited about is that Arleans are also pretty advanced in mathematics, and there are lots of reference in here that is outside of her own expertise. She just explains that as much as she can translate, it's describing something similar to quantum mechanics, but on an almost like omniversal scale. And she is very excited to show other experts this information. But what she's able to tell you is that it does involve the keys, it involves the art gates, and that's what she's able to tell you.
I mean, yeah, that is quite a lot, and I'm sure it's gonna be amazing when you get to share it with everyone. But that stuff about the keys, that sounds very similar to what we're doing with our stuff right now.
So what you're dealing with is I mean, I know what you've ever been doing has been with this Arlay and stuff, and I guess the spirits that they're talking about here, but so specifically the keys.
Yeah, we may have killed one of the gods of spirit and gotten 2 of the keys from her, and the 3rd key is in Yuval.
Oh. Well, that's gonna be hard to get at, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we've got a way in, and we're coming here to figure out what our next moves are, but just giving you the heads up now that that is going to Gergen was one thing, but going to Yuval's going to be a whole other bag of kittens, and I wouldn't want to risk you going there and something happening.
And it has to be you who goes.
I mean, actually, I think out of any of us, it does kind of have to be me, given my genetic material.
How do you mean?
Kind of flaps the wings. I didn't I didn't have these, when we first met, but turns out I am, part of an ocelot secret, experiment to try and clone angels.
Oh, like that Alanis Morissette song. It- it's not a song, but it seems like it would be. Well, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning things about it and figuring things out, and actually, I guess this probably is a good time because when we get to Jamach Mandir, you'll get to meet a lot of my siblings who we rescued from Ocelot.
Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. You did tell me, and I also forgot about that. But luckily, they all sound a little somewhat. No. um, so, well, I would love to meet them.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to meet them too. Though they are, still figuring out, being people and not experiments.
I know this is insensitive for me to say because I'm probably completely wrong, but I feel like I can relate.
I mean,
I mean, not really. Anyway, being a
certain
kid
level
is
of
hard.
sympathy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you'll get to meet them. You'll also, I mean, we're talking, and Rosh was saying they'll probably be able to get you some access to uh, the archives at Chamach Mandir. Though, did stress you're not the ancient religious stuff here is staying here because they're still using it.
I wouldn't dream of taking it. Borrowing it maybe, but not taking it.
See, I figured there wasn't anything to worry about, but Rosh is very protective of this because I mean, this is their home.
I understand that. Where's your home?
Well, I thought it was, some planet in that I had parents, but it's. Do I have it in my notes? But it's an ocelot facility known as the Kitchen, which is not exactly a heartwarming origin story, but like I said, I thought I had this whole personal history, and turns out it was fabricated memories to, help ease me. Uh, I, it, it's a bit of a mess up here, but I'm figuring things out.
Well, maybe we can get some therapy while we're here. That seems like. Have you talked with someone?
Yeah, it was actually the good Father Ramon here who helped me start unraveling the the issue of my modified memories.
Well, then I'm looking forward to maybe you finding a new home.
Yeah, I mean, I figure once we figure out all this key business that well, might be time to take a break from the adventuring for at least a bit, though I do still have other siblings out in the universe that Ocelot is using. So, but I definitely think once we save the whole universe, gonna earn at least a week's vacation.
I expect so. I think it's late and well deserved.
Yeah. But
And maybe we can think of some place to go.
yeah, I definitely have started thinking about what to do when all this is done. and hoping we can figure some of that out together.
Well, I like that. But now I want to kind of get back to my work. I know it's a little weird to one-to-one off already, but I can't really help myself. If you want to look over my shoulder and see what I'm doing, maybe you might learn something.
Yeah, I'll check in with the others, but if you've got stuff here that may help with our mission, our quest, those both seem too lofty, but I mean, we've got stuff we've got to do, and this may help.
All right. She gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then like whirls around and races back, almost skipping back to all the relics. Let's see. I feel like another scene would. It's probably better to take a break right now than start another scene. So, everyone, we will return to Wildspace Part 2 of this episode number that we'll dub in later.
10.
10. So thank you all for sticking around and hanging with us, and we will be back to see me struggle with coming up with whatever these accents are for everybody. And also, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
It's in my notes somewhere. None of them have names.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, as long as we don't name them all Madison, I think we'll be fine. Cool. So we'll be back in just a moment. Internet. Welcome back, everybody. It's like we were hardly gone at all. Thanks for sticking around. We are going to pick right back up with a redemption of a loot drop from veteran Kitty Sparkle. So thank you so much for that. We're gonna roll for that now. I will say that I am gonna veto anything that has tricks in the title, or if there's any summons, I'm gonna ban it, and we're just gonna keep rolling.
I was gonna say anything that comes in a bag.
Anything that comes in a bag is going to be ignored 100%. So what we're gonna do, we'll start with a roll of a d6 to determine what table I'm gonna roll on.
Oops. Are we just assuming me? Are we assuming this is going to pop out of Vyncent somehow?
Yeah, you're gonna throw it up, I think.
I got a 1 on the d6.
Okay. Okay, is this it? Yeah. All right. So go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay, just gonna do this and roll 20 to prevent confusion in case of edge cases. 66.
So close.
Yeah.
Little older 66.
All right. So, what is? Okay. Just checking. All right. So, Vincent, as you are kind of making your way, I guess, back to the ship, you hear a tune that begins to kind of emerge from the ether around you. Begins to kind of rise, and it's a kind of a bit of a beat to it, and as the beat carries on, a kind of shape begins to emerge from the bulkhead or the floor of the ship, and begins to kind of wind and twist and turn and twirl, and then in a snap it stretches out and gets rigid, then lands on the ground, and you see before you a dancing sword. I don't know what that is.
Those are very good.
They are? Oh no.
I don't think this counts as a summon per se.
Yeah, this is fine. It does not have a voice. So
Okay.
or its own initiative, so we're doing real well so far.
So,
It's
yeah.
the closest thing we could get to a summon without actually being a summon.
Right.
It's essentially you speak a command word. It's like the animated shield that like flies around,
Okay,
but
that's what I was
you
figuring.
can command it to attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's an attunement.
Sword go chop chop.
Yeah, it's attunement. It does
Sword go chop chop
use
by
your own
itself.
attack, your ability modifiers and stuff for attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
So this is probably best for either Gwen or Champ.
Yeah, so you can use a bonus action to move it up to 30 feet and have it attack once with the same bonus action.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like a permanent
Oh, it's
spiritual
kinda-
weapon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I was just
Yeah.
thinking. Okay.
Cool.
chop.
Sword go chop chop.
Did not know this part. After attacks for the 4th time, it tries to return to your hand. If you don't have a
Yeah.
hand free or you're too far away, it falls to the ground.
Sword's also very emotionally attached to you.
Yeah.
What?
So-
No.
I guess you
And
just
lazy.
have to use
No.
another
Did
bonus
you edit
action
that
to
in?
go again.
Champion. Do you have any attunement slots left?
I don't think I'm attuned to anything now. I think my lucky
luck stone?
stone was the only thing. Let me look. Yep, that was my only thing. I
Unless-
have nothing.
Unless Rosh and or Vin. Would you like floaty sword?
The longsword, right? So use a strength.
Just a sword. It doesn't say what kind of sword.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
a tag that goes on a sword.
So
What kind
here's
of
what
sword
else.
you make it. Great sword.
Here's what I'm gonna say, actually, instead of what I just said. I'm gonna say that it is like a casing that goes around a hilt of a sword that you already that you already have, and you can kind of attach this to any weapon in your inventory. So you can send out your plasma greatsword or greatsaber.
The absolute only way
Oh gosh.
it would help me is if I could use it with my spear. Otherwise, it's a non-starter.
And yeah, I would say you could use it with a spear.
Yeah,
Because that's the only literal way you will ever get me to use my spear, is if I can do it this way. 'Cause
Unless
I don't think
I-
in 2 years of playing this game,
Yeah.
I've used the spear a single
No.
time.
We've talked
But-
about it a lot though, because it's so fancy.
Yeah.
Unless that replaces my sword attunement slot. If I have to be attuned to both, I can't because I have 3 slots filled. So
It would it wouldn't replace
okay,
the attunement. It'd be an additional one.
Champ, you got more than one sword?
No, I do not have one. of
Champ,
those.
you want more than one sword? Because I have a glaive no one's using.
Oh. Wait, is that like a? That's like a spear, but like more intense,
A
right?
halberd.
Yeah, it's like a halberd. It's like a big pole arm with a blade. It's not magical, but I'm not using it.
Yeah. So you
So if
could
you-
use it.
If you want to
Oh.
combine our powers, you can
I
borrow
love
my
this
glaive.
plan. And so then Glaive could
It's a
slice.
flying glaive. Glaive do
Oh,
1d10
Okay. I like the sound of that.
until we get you something
Some fancy.
more to your liking.
Depends how long we hang out here.
Yeah.
How long
I don't
it
know that
takes
the
to
people
find
of
out the information.
Chimachmandir are renowned weaponsmiths.
We did buy some I'm pretty sure we bought some like fancy shields and stuff here.
Yeah, well, because we had talked about before, the way I thought about it is Chamash Mandir kind of functions as like there's like a bazaar outside the temple where everyone that like traveling or like making pilgrimages to the temple will like come and like trade things. So you can probably find a lot of random stuff.
Oh, okay.
I also have a
This
lot
is
of
like
money
primarily
I'm not doing anything with. So
a what?
Is there a lot of money left?
I have personal funds still that I'm not doing anything
I
with.
see. I
I
see.
have no. Well, I have 15 bucks.
I have like 1,700 gold
Oh dang.
because I don't ever buy anything except that one pair of fancy shoes.
What would it cost to make your glaive like magical? Or would it be cheaper to just buy it like a magical item?
Tell you what, we'll go to Chamacha Mandir. We'll go to the mall. We'll see what's there.
Shopping.
If that doesn't work out, you can borrow my glaive
All right. That's fine.
and make it fly around because that's awesome.
So-
That sounds terrifying. It's like a flying sword or glaive.
Looking at how much things would cost.
Yeah, I have no idea how much.
And I mean, I would assume putting the casing on the glaive, because the original dancing sword is a magic sword. So I would assume for the purposes of non-magical versus magical, it would make the glaive magical.
Oh.
Yeah, fair.
That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah, just without a +1. You're correct. You are correct. So looks like that would cost like 1,000, according to this homebrew thing of sane magical prices. I don't know if it is sane or not. I haven't done my homework on that one because some other people are saying it's 100 or 500. So who knows?
I feel like
We'll
we
probably
used
Economy,
that.
do what you want.
Yeah.
Well, how much blood do you have?
Well, if it's champ, none.
Well, then you're out of luck.
What?
You're out of luck.
Uh,
Well, so I probably
draw?
do. You probably do it. You roll for it and like to find out how much it would be, and it would swing between 500 and 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see what you can find.
Okay. I like that idea because I don't know if champ is going to be very helpful in doing research and stuff. Well, maybe.
So we'll do a just a D10.
D10. Okay. Where's my 10? Yay!
Yeah.
Girls' night. That is a 3.
A 3. So that will be opposite direction. 850.
I contribute 15.
Yeah, you
Part
missed
of
out
this
on.
problem is I don't have actual money for this.
You,
Heck yeah.
second great sword. All right.
Ooh, yes. Double great swords. All the way across the sky.
Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
All right. Well, fantastic. So, Vincent passes that along, and then Champ and Gwen go shopping, and
Thanks, Kitty.
thanks, Kitty. Excellent. So, let's see. Where do we think we want to have a scene? Maybe. I'm trying to think. I probably should play this out. but there's really just like one thing I have to say. Okay, so we'll say that you all meet in a conference in a kind of a kind of open hall where there's a conference table or like a long table, or what do you think? Like Rosh, you can help describe this. I think like certainly lots of windows to see the sun, and probably reflective surfaces to enhance the light and refract it in different intentional ways. I think Father Ramon is there. Drew. And I guess the angel babies don't, or the little cherubs don't have to be there. They probably wouldn't be there for this, but we can meet up with them later. And yeah, and the four of you and Elizabeth, I guess, and Ned. We'll bring Ned along too.
If Elizabeth's going to betray the party, she should definitely be there.
Yeah, sounds good. She just flies off your ship. She's like, "See ya, suckers. Got to ask a lot of money." But yeah, so first Drew, who does have this voice, like legitimately, it's like, "Oh, welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you all."
Drew, how's it going?
It's going great. It's going real good. Just trying to do what I can to get everything back on track. Missed you all very much and was very worried that something happened to you.
Well, be happy to know no one died.
That does make me happy. Very much.
We did all go to hell.
Well,
We did.
Okay. So, all right.
Lots of blood. So much blood.
No one died? Okay. That sounds like a...
Is there a reason we're traumatizing the poor boy?
I'm just glad I came back here instead of going with you, I think.
Is one of us... where's the skull right now, by the way?
Oh, what did I do with that?
Because
Cane?
Rosh did call ahead of time to, like,
Oh.
prepare to say, like, is there a place, like, we can store this within, like, the holy reliquary?
We got immediately distracted by having Kitty make sandwiches and I guess talking over tea to do any actual
And just
plot
this
things for the last
massive,
hour.
like, devil skull just sitting on the table during this the whole time.
Just dripping.
Leaking. And, like, Kitty's like...
And you see the ooze just crawling into the joints in Kitty's arm.
Yeah.
Just,
Hey, can you not?
Are you ready for some dark macaroni?
What?
Just burnt?
Dark
How is it
macaroni
dark?
it's just that flaming hot Cheetos macaroni shit that they sell.
Wait, that's a thing?
Oh, have y'all not seen?
No.
I'll send you a link.
Excellent. Fantastic. So I will say that, you know, Ned carried the skull, and if you want to have it just like in the room with you while you're talking, or have already removed it to some secluded area underneath the citadel, and kind of very, very Thor Asgard, just kind of like in the hall of things.
yeah. I've got to
yes.
imagine that there is a very, like, warded, safe place that they keep, like, holy items and stuff within the temple.
Yeah.
And they leave a couple of trusted priests there to watch over it.
All right, we'll do our best.
Have we not been recruiting anyone?
No one's getting through me. Not like this, unless it's coffee.
Thank you, Sal.
You do know that the offer to send some of my sisters still stands.
I might need to take you up on that, because I think I was the last person recruited by my order. to join.
Or
In a
he's
strictly-
like secret old man monk strong.
Yeah, Master Roshi.
In a strictly security sense, of course. But I mean, we can talk about it.
Okay. Might be a good idea.
All right. So,
You'll have to convince Eleanor, and I'm not sure she likes any of you. So.
Send a fruit basket in to prelude my question.
We despise fruit.
Chocolate basket.
I'm joking. It's
Oh.
nothing.
So as you all are kind of talking about this back in the conference room, Father Ramon like sits down and says,
I was, of course, having heard that you were in hell for quite some time. It's a little concerning, but it is very good to see you all once more.
It's good to see you too, Father. I believe we have some planning and some questions.
Ask
You
away.
know, you know about the keys that we've brought? We'd like
Yes.
to use the whatever resources are available to see what our best next steps should be in ending this incursion.
So reviewing the decks that we have here in the archives and this new collection that Lisbeth has brought here. We've had Drew and Julia overlook everything. And, we have some work to do. It does seem that these keys need to be used in conjunction with the arcades. They create a sort of harmonic vibration that resonates throughout this layer of the universe.
I can take it from here, because that voice is a little hard to do. But Julia's still working out the math that we got. That's kind of going over this bit of omniverse mechanics. It's something I've never seen before. She's got a real good head for numbers though, so just give us some time. We'll work through it. But so far, what we know is that you will need all three keys. You will need to use them at an actual arcade location where the veil that pierces this level of reality goes into the astral plane, or the kind of liminal space. Not quite sure how it works, but what it does is it's going to work to basically send out a pulse that shifts matter from this layer to another layer. They kind of exist in both places at the same time, but it just shifts. You know what? Tell you what, she can't explain it better than me. She's very bad at explaining, but she's very good at knowing. And what I can tell you right now is that what it will do is it will get all of these far realm old ones from our dimension back to theirs. And it can also heal the rift that was caused by that new dark gate that they created. Here is the rub from what I can read. Once you activate these keys at the gate, it's gonna take some time to go off, and when it does, it's gonna kind of draw everyone to you a bit. It's gonna be like throwing chum in the water.
You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna really kind of pounce on you once it gets started. And you all are tough. You are all very, very tough. Ford tough, really. But I don't think
Poor Ford.
the Ford. I don't think the four of you can do this alone. You're gonna need help. Maybe literally, but also in general.
Well, I mean, we've got Ned, so that makes kind of 5 of us. We can check in with help, though it's really only been, what, a few days since we left him, I think?
Yeah. I'm thinking you're gonna need more like armies.
Ah,
Great, we could just find one of those.
Yeah.
Is there a resistance movement out there we can co-opt for something?
well, I don't know about that. We could try the Galactic Concord, either trying to go to them straight or making a big show of trying to sneak to the Arc Gate and, oh no, you caught us, and summoning in there so that when we turn on the keys, they're there when the tentacle army shows up.
So trapping them into a conflict.
Yeah, I'm not
With
feeling great about
Eldritch
it. I was just
beings.
very
don't
inspired
think-
by Serenity suddenly.
So there's a lot of people in the galaxy, a lot of people that you could pull together. But from what I gather, like we do have some time to pull together resources. But we need to find people that will help us.
Well, I think you're on the right track then, Vincent. I think we should see if we can reach out to anyone within the Concord. The church here has some small pool with the government, I assume, that we could use to try to leverage some authority there. We could talk to Uriel and the song.
Could maybe see about finding some more of my siblings. I mean, if they're.
How many more do you have?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't actually know. I mean, I certainly wasn't the first generation, and wasn't the last. So,
just an army of Vincents.
I mean, wouldn't they just shit themselves and run
Yep.
away from that? Rather than dealing with the possible nonsense?
Well, there's a
Might be
50-50
as
shot
willing as
that you destroy all of them or drop the entire universe into a black hole.
I mean, just imagine cosmic-sized black holes. Just suck the old ones away that way. Don't even need to use the keys anymore.
But like, what are the odds of something like that happening? Because I feel like it's been a little random.
I mean, in theory, I feel like about 1 in 100, but the fact that it keeps happening, I don't know. I think whatever force out there is controlling this has a sense of humor.
But that's at least 3 groups we could look into. Plus, I mean, Gwen, we know your order will help us, I'm assuming. What's left of it.
Got people.
Yes.
Seems like.
Oddly negative, but okay.
Mike was
No, I was
not
just I
picking up
don't
for a lot of that.
I was more saying that I assume you don't want to risk all of your sisters in this endeavor in case it goes bad.
And what happens if it goes bad? The universe dies.
Well, true.
Kind of screwed
All right.
if it goes
Fair
bad.
enough. In that case, we should bring all the Space Florida, But I'm assuming what you were about to say, Drew, is that we might need ships and equipment too.
Yeah. Because if this has to take place over Knockgate, there's not going to be a lot of atmosphere to work with.
So the
Basically
two people-
zero.
The two groups that would have the most, as far as resources go, would be the Concord and Ocelot.
Yeah.
I don't imagine we're getting any favors from Ocelot anytime soon.
Hopefully not, but
Maybe. Depends. I mean, you know, hyper corporations, if they think that it's going to benefit them in a situation of profit, maybe. But
I don't think they should
Still,
be
I
our
don't know
first
if I-
try.
My only concern is we already know what they've been doing with your brethren, Vyncent. I can only think of what they might do if they got their hands on, say, the remnant keys themselves, or
that's
the
why
remnants of one of these old gods.
I think we need to keep the remnants hush hush. I'm thinking we could approach, possibly Ocelot is saying, we figure out a way to open up Uval and make that, sector profitable. The economy will be a thing there again. That might at least broach the subject with them, and same with the Concord. We're not going to tell them how we're going to get Uval open, but just we have a plan to attack and we need firepower.
Yeah. Well, the Concord at least has to hold up the illusion of we want to help, we want to keep order, that sort of thing.
Honestly, I would be shocked if Ocelot wasn't already at Uval, trying to make the most of whatever is going on there right now. But I think maybe Concord first, since they are the faction of law and stability within the galaxy, and go from there.
And maybe if they
Also-
can't specifically, they might be able to direct us to other people. Potentially.
I'll send
What
one of
about
my
you?
sisters.
what about you, Champ? Do you know people? You're kind of like one of those lone wolves.
I mean, I know some other fighters. I don't know if they necessarily have ships, but
Other fighters could be good.
ask around and see. I mean, most of them are competition, but I'm sure we could put things aside for the end of the world as we know it.
I like to hope so.
Just trying to figure out how we impress upon people that the end is imminent, because that's Vosh, this whole thing of, just going to try and wait it out. But obviously we're going to kind of kickstart things, and we need to make sure we have the support, or we will really be kickstarting the Armageddon.
But we sort of blackmailed him and say, we're going there either way. If we go there and fail, you're all dead.
Kinda, though.
If they believe that. I think
Or
it's
if they don't
key.
just arrest us on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta
They've tried.
toe the line of, we're gonna do this, and oh no, wait, you're just gonna stop us from doing this.
I think
So-
approaching the Concord as openly as we can about the situation without revealing the keys and their exact nature.
And I assume there's a way to talk to them from a safe distance.
Should be. We'd have to go to their system, but should be able to reach out.
Okay. I think one concern is that Potentially allowing ourselves with the Concord probably shuts off some other windows, though, because I doubt we could get help from Uriel and the song once we have help from the Concord. But
Why do we have to tell them?
well, I sort of had this image of us all flying in with ships together and one big fleet.
I think we tell them all the same thing. We're getting help from wherever we can. If Uriel's too proud for that, that's her problem. She can die
I'm
with the
just
rest of the universe.
imagining if that there may be some personal problem. You're all
Again,
right.
if she's that proud, she can die with the rest of the universe. I'll tell her that myself.
I'm not saying we shouldn't try. Just that it's a possibility that it may lead to conflict.
It's a possibility they'll all tell us no, or that we're crazy, and not help us.
I think that's a likelihood more than a possibility.
Doesn't mean we're not going to try.
Possibility. Concord's just going to hand out amnesties left and right for people who help out, so might be a good thing for Uriel.
Maybe we could suggest that.
Also true.
Do we have anything we could present to the Concord as sort of proof, besides the remnant keys, as proof of our...
I think what's been going on in
Sincerity.
Uval should be proof enough.
That we have the means of fixing this. I mean, I think we show them our engine. That's not quite the remnants, but we show them, hey, we've got the tech. It's gonna be leaking out there, and let's nip this in the bud before someone less prepared, less aware of what they're doing goes and gets themselves, killed in tentacle space.
It's at least proof that it exists.
That's a good point. I think that, along with the backing of the edict, will get us somewhere at least. And I think the rest might be up to you, Vincent, to sweet talk them a little bit.
Well, Vincent could talk a horse out of its horseshoes, so...
Yeah, and I mean, especially if we are, what's the word? Not being overly open about things. I'm a bit better at, I was just trying not to say directly lying, but...
Manipulating the situation to our advantage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Father, for discussing this in this holiest of places.
This is your own path to walk.
Is the path that will keep us all alive?
I'm apologizing. That was my attempt as a joke. Perhaps I did lose my sense of humor.
I'm imagining Champ just busting up in the corner and everyone else is
Right?
just like...
Very
Why?
serious.
All right. So, sounds like we have something of a plan. I still don't fully understand how we're going to use the keys.
I don't know that there's a way for us to understand them before we get there.
Sounds like that's part of what Julia's working on, and so, we're
Right.
not heading out again right away today, and, at the very least we gotta go see if we
Also,
can muster up support.
you need 3.
Yes. But the one key, the last one that we need, is at Uval.
Right. So, if you're gonna be able to get to Uval, then you have to offer the engine, and then there has to be a pretty massive manufacturing task of equipping every ship we need to bring with that drive.
These drives. And then getting there, finding the key, and you and Julia having some means of utilizing the 3 keys.
Well, I mean, the good news is if they have the keys and we use a couple of them, it's going to draw them all out. So that's good news, right? Maybe we can make the key come to us.
It's useful, at least.
All right.
It's going to make it harder to do it and not all die, but it would work.
Again, I
One
do
other
just
thought.
want to impress upon everyone that if we don't try, we all will die.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
die
one other
trying.
thought. The Concord and Ocelot. Good terms? Bad terms? I don't remember. It's been a long time since we set up this campaign.
You know, as both,
Okay.
as government and corporations tend to be.
So you mentioned needing a lot of manufacturing resources. That sounds like something we will need Ocelot for.
Aren't they just gonna hate it that we come with them like, hey, we got this fancy engine technology that we definitely didn't steal from you, wink wink, nudge nudge.
Essentially, we're selling it back to them.
Just have to.
They want to have the Concord's backing first before we go to
Yes.
Ocelot with that bit.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
I mean, they could still stand to make a lot from it if they're still manufacturing it for everyone. But you're right; they're probably going to be cranky that you took their IP there.
Now, is there another mega corporation we could go to? Rivals of Ocelot?
Sure, there is.
Cougar.
There's Cougar. There's Lynx.
Jaguars, Pumas. I decided to Google, what what is a threat to an ocelot?
What is a threat?
Loneliness.
Me. Champ has a flying sword.
Me went out of business.
Damn.
It just couldn't protect their trademark anymore.
So we could go to the other hypercorps. That's also, I mean, there's danger wherever you go.
Well, if we just go to all of them.
Start a corporate war. Always wanted to do that.
No, you haven't.
Again, jokes just aren't landing.
The Burger King is dead. Long live the Burger King.
Not the Burger King.
Gosh, this really isn't the time.
All right. Okay. Well, I say we rest, prepare ourselves how we can, then go to make contact with the Concord.
Agreed.
All right. You all go to your resting places. Rosh, maybe you visit your mama. And
Yeah, definitely.
The rest of you can, see the sights before you go to rest. Or you may have scenes right now if you wish. I will pause for a moment. I see that hand. I see that hand. I see that hand. And
I mean, I'm just trying to think, because whether this would be something like Vin would want to, gather the party for, or just go to each of them individually, but does want to apologize for all the wild magic that happened in hell.
let's do that as a group, because that's a lot of scenes
Yeah.
individually. Cool. Wait, did I take into account that you gained a level? Like, did you gain 2 levels? Because you got that one wild surge that you just. No. All your items leveled up.
Gear.
Your gear leveled up.
Yeah.
It wasn't the. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, we got 2 levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's not not like the boss fight against the other demon prince.
Yeah.
But
What are y'all talking about? We definitely just leveled up again in our 17.
Oh, right. How could I forget?
Yeah. 9th level spells,
You
baby.
traitors.
No. Don't wish.
Ryan would be so sad.
Well, I don't even know what to do.
Exactly.
It's like I cast wish.
I wish the portal was closed.
I wish to win. Can I win?
Can I win D&D?
Yes.
Are we
Well,
winning?
I guess so. What are you gonna do? All right. Anyway, yeah, you may have that conversation wherever you like. You can set the scene.
I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you to the triangle table room, aside from it being where we always meet if we're not, relaxing in the solarium. But I know things got dicey in hell, and that was, even separate from, my wild magic acted up like it never has before. And I know it can be a problem a lot of the time, and even though, I know part of it is a lot of our gear got better and things like that, but that's still I understand that just by I'm not going to be so morose as saying just by existing, but the use of my abilities does tend to have some drawbacks, and y'all are the ones who always get caught up in it. And I'm sorry it keeps happening.
I mean, if it helps, you haven't done any irreparable damage with it. It's all turned out for the best, for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I imagine if there's already an instability there, being in hell probably exacerbated that a bit.
It's possible. I mean, I don't know how being on a different plane really affects that sort of stuff.
Well, no one's been harmed. Pride maybe a bit, but
I mean, if anything, we came out better. All my equipment is... I mean, everything looks so much nicer than it did going in there.
this is true. How did you do that?
I don't know. I mean, it was like I said, the magic was acting up in a way I hadn't seen before. So maybe it's the energies all coalesced together to make that happen.
Either way, as long as my shield doesn't explode or turn into a chicken in the next few days, I think we're good.
Well, as long as it doesn't permanently turn into a chicken.
Temporarily might not be that much of a problem.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know how to take care of a chicken?
No.
Sounds like
I'm
a
not even
problem.
entirely sure I've seen one in person. Do they have spikes?
They shouldn't.
No.
I mean, depends if you count talons as spikes. But their talons aren't particularly fearsome.
I think I have a misunderstanding of what a chicken is.
You remember, Captain? Imagine smaller with feathers and can't really actually fly.
They're nothing like Captain.
Nope, I'm imagining that
Unless
perfectly.
space chicken.
Oh no. The wild magic, it's taken away his knowledge of animals.
But no, I think for the most part, your powers have benefited us. And even if they didn't, it's part of who you are. So we
And
accept
you're a part of us.
Mm-hmm. Though I am glad your voices switched back. That was a little weird.
But also pretty funny, though.
It was funny, yes. In the long term, it would have been a little uncomfortable.
Yes, I'm sure it was hilarious.
Oh, so it is a good thing, because, I mean, this isn't my natural voice. It's just been stuck like this since my magic acted up, years ago.
Wait, do you remember what you used to sound like?
I mean, I have a vague recollection of it, but it's just, anytime I try and make myself sound like that, it just slips back to this.
Could you give us a reference for somebody that you sound like? Just so we can try to imagine that.
Don't put him on the spot like that.
Okay. Was it like Drew?
No.
It would be very
Or
strange if he
Skywalking.
sounded like Drew.
Was it like Kitty with his bartender voice?
I don't think the world could handle my charisma in that voice.
The universe would end anyway.
Maybe we should get your magic to start doing weird stuff, and then you get that voice, then you would be so convincing when we went to talk to the Concords? Whoever? Those people.
I feel like we are, well, the two of you, I'm not, are insulting Vincent's current voice a little bit. I don't see a problem with it.
It's a soothing voice. Sort of
I mean,
comforting.
Again, maybe because we were in hell and that was exacerbating things, but certainly seemed to have a problem with it when it was your voice for a little bit.
The voice was not my problem.
There was a lot of stuff going on down there.
The laughter and attitude was my problem. I didn't appreciate being laughed at.
I apologize for laughing.
Guess it's a good thing Rosh gave up their sense of humor.
Good thing.
We're still acting as though they ever had a good one.
You wound me.
Fired.
As your jokes wound me.
On that note, I will go crying to my mother.
Well, if I'm not invited.
I assumed you were going to chase me there, poking me like a neighborhood bully.
I mean, I can if you like.
Oh, so it's like that.
Yeah, I haven't. I mostly just let them do their thing. I don't judge.
Right, okay. I mean,
No,
I
I
said
really should.
something earlier, but just learning more and more about you all. It's great.
Should go speak with her before we leave, and of course, Gwen, you are invited. As are the rest of you. If you wish, it's probably just going to be a conversation over tea.
It's very good tea.
Hey, champ, do you want to meet a god's mother? Not a godmother, a god's mother.
I mean, I was just gonna mess around with this new sword, so I can do that whenever.
Please be careful with the sword in my mother's home.
We'll do that
Oh,
later, because I'm not going to miss that.
Yeah. All right. God, mom, tea, and then some sword stuff.
Sounds like a good afternoon.
You're muted.
Cool. So, mom time? We do.
Mom time!
All right.
On time.
Mom time. So, who else going? Is everyone going to see Mama? Okay. All right. She is waiting by the door as you approach. She's been kind of sitting on the chair in the front porch and has just been kind of waiting to see you. She has a new pet on her lap. Oh, I thought about saying boyfriend, but that was like after I was.
She has a new boyfriend on her lap.
She has a new
Wait, no,
boyfriend on
give
her lap.
mom a boyfriend. Hold
Okay,
on.
mom has boyfriend. Mom
Go,
has
Mom,
boyfriend.
go,
It's like,
get it.
Rosh, I'm so glad you're home. What would I do? Rosh, I'm so glad you're home. I'd like you to meet Dan. Hey, sport.
Please don't do this to me, Ryan. I was gonna have a serious conversation with my mom, and I can't do that with Dan here.
It's like, Dan, we might need a little bit of space. He's like, oh, I understand. Hey, catch you later.
You're the one that sells the used speeders down at the end of the bazaar, right?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Right.
We got Hannah Montana banana hammocks.
Right. It's good to see you again, Dan.
Dan leaves. Okay. And you
Bye.
bye.
To Champ and Vincent. That's new.
Oh.
Hello, Mother.
So what do you think?
Dan. Really?
He's great, isn't he?
If you like him.
He's
that's what
very
matters.
friendly.
He's very friendly. I don't know what I'm doing.
I have immediate regrets.
You just scarred your child for life.
Rosh, okay. Sorry.
I was enjoying this visit.
Yes.
Until now.
Would you like something to eat?
Yes, that would be wonderful. Can I help you?
Oh no. Actually, I've already made it. It's Dan's favorite. I'm really excited for you to try it.
Is it meatloaf or
Uh-huh.
lasagna?
It's both. Meatzanya.
It's a meat lover's lasagna.
It's yeah. Sure, it's
Lasagna.
meatloaf lasagna.
Lasagne loaf.
Lasagna.
Lofanya.
Yeah. Lasagna.
Lasagna.
I like that. Lasagna. Pasta lasagna.
It looks...
It's
I
me.
can't wait to taste it.
Yeah, so gosh, we're still gonna dig into this.
No, can I there's nothing I want out of this part. Yes. Mother, you've met Gwen, obviously,
Hello
and I
again,
believe you met
sweetheart.
Vincent before.
I think so. I remember, of course. The wings are new. Or did I not notice them?
No, they're new.
Oh, okay. My eyes have been going on me, so I just wanted to be sure. Well, they look lovely.
And this is Champ.
Well, hello, champ. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What can I... Is there anything I can get for you? Anything?
Not specifically, I mean. I think Rosh wanted to talk to you, and then we just all sort of came.
Okay. Well, please make yourself at home. Have a seat anywhere. Do you see it? Oh, anyway, there's seats anywhere, and there's standing areas. So really, lots of options here. And she begins to kind of split up the Lofania. Oh, and there's the new pet is Dan.
I don't need to know anything else about their relationship.
He
honestly.
was wearing a leash, weirdly.
Oh God.
Get it?
Wow.
And he made, as he was leaving, he's like, and he held it up. He's like, I'll walk myself out.
Well.
Okay. I don't want to have this conversation anymore. Can we just go?
And scene.
Okay. So
She's your mom.
I am sorry.
Are you? Are you?
Mostly yes. So I mean, this is what happens when you over prepare, am I right?
Yeah, I'm sure that's the issue.
So you have a lovely, quiet, awkward dinner with your mother. So was there you could find a quiet moment to talk with her later if you'd like, or
Honestly, it's going to be such a buzzkill at this point. You've made this whole scene so happy and traumatizing.
oh, see,
And no,
We go to sword practice first and then cut back to.
Yeah, go do
with
sword
Mom.
stuff, and we'll
maybe
figure
y'all
that
are in the
out.
backyard while Rosh and Mama are cleaning up, and y'all are chopping up things.
Yeah, Dan
That
comes
sounds
back
good.
and we use him for target practice.
Yeah. You see what Dan's all about.
Put him through his paces.
Is he good enough for Rosh Mom? We're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
Well, on a pure hit points level, like he's probably 8 hit points, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 8 whole hit points.
We don't kill Dan.
No. Some friendly wrestling.
So Rosh, Champ, and Gwen and Ven are wrestling your new dad.
No.
No, wait, now hold on.
Kidding.
No.
Not kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. So I
It's
really
just
don't
Gwen
want
and
him.
Champ showing off in the backyard.
I do not want him to come
Yeah.
back for a while.
Yeah,
He-
no, I was too.
Maybe
We're showing off for Rosh's mom in the
Can
backyard.
they please
Like,
be
look
broken
how-
up but
look how
before
cool
the
we are.
apocalypse is averted?
Okay. And then here, get back to your mom's in tears.
Turns out he was an eldritch being and he gets sucked back through the portal.
Ah,
when the
there
door
you
gets
go.
closed.
How your mom
Hey.
can really get it. That's like some powerful stuff.
This conversation would be totally totally off key for this session. So if there's any other stupid
Okay.
shit we can do to fill the next 25 minutes,
Here's-
I'd rather do that.
Okay. We can do all the stupid shit, or we can stop. We can stop. We can whatever you
we can
want
talk about
to
the
do.
27 vampire story for the
We could talk-
for the
yeah, let's do
remainder of
that.
the session.
So we're gonna say the session of Wildspace ends here, and we'll
Wait,
pick
I
up-
need to know how impressed Rosh's mom is with us.
roll performance.
Fuck. Champ, help
Oh.
me.
Okay, I'm pretty good at this.
I have a negative
This
one.
is what I'm like actually good at, you guys.
I compress to digitate stuff and just use my natural charisma.
I turn
Oh,
it
and
around.
Rosh
I
can
help
help.
Champ.
Rosh can help too because Rosh has a new thing from leveling up and can cast
Oh?
silent image at will. Because I thought that would be more useful than anything else I could take in this game.
Alright, promise.
So creates I don't know,
A target of Dan.
a demon you can wrestle.
A wrestling demon.
Pretend to wrestle.
Okay. Oh, I actually rolled terribly.
I'm helping. Do you get advantage?
Well, because it's mom, you all will roll with advantage.
Aw.
She's
Oh, okay.
predisposed to be
All right.
impressed by whatever you do.
Aw,
I can basically
Mom.
only go up from here.
I'll bend luck
there we go.
to give you some extra.
Okay, well, it's way better this time.
Well, you
that
get an extra
is
+1 from bend luck.
+1. That puts us to 25.
Hey, she is very impressed, and she actually breaks a dish. She's so she's like startled, like it just goes flying, and or I don't know, Rosh, you could try to dex save catch it, but it although it just goes flying, it's like slipping out of her hands. As you
15.
all you boom, which is real good for you, I think.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
no, you're a lot better
Average.
at that than I thought.
Look how impressive I am.
Rosh, she's very impressive.
I know. Are you sure about
Oh wait, I
down,
forgot we
though?
weren't talking. I was about to go to the conversation. I'm like, oh wait,
No,
we're not
no,
talking.
we're not doing that. I can't have this conversation today. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be about the things we saw in hell. That
Okay.
would not be a good way to end this end this session.
All right, cool. So, yeah, so
Something lovely
we'll
for next
stop
time.
there, and we can tell the 27 vampire story because it's been a while
Oh,
since we
boy.
told this story.
Yeah, have we told this on stream
I
before?
don't.
Because we talked
We have
about
not
it.
told this on stream.
I don't
Oh
think
boy.
it's happened before.
All right, so we'll do the classic thing where I start telling the story and Savannah interrupts me at every.
I'll let you tell it. I can't tell it to this background music though.
Oh, what background music does it need to be?
It's called "Dying World," which
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean
it's
is
vaguely
how
spooky.
I felt when the original 27 vampire story was
Okay,
happening.
all right.
But
I will change the music.
So way back before GGK, we.
this is a story all about how.
I love going to upside down.
Oh my
so
gosh.
we were back when Roll20 first started. Savannah and I were looking for games to play on Roll20 with people where we could actually play and not have to. I wouldn't have to GM every game that I wanted to be in. And we found
to sort of just say some of the people that are looking for games on Roll20 are very nice.
Wonderful.
And they're
That's
very
actually
nice
like
people to play with.
How we got in and met like half the
The sad
people
music. How's that?
Yeah. Perfect.
This is music I play when someone dies.
Excellent.
So we found a game where the person had described the game as so they're running D&D. They don't worry a lot about the rules, which they didn't, and we'll get to that.
But I will say, in their defense, this was early on in 5th edition. Like,
yeah,
most of us didn't even have the player's handbook yet.
Yeah. And so they were like, so I'm gonna run a really like narrative-based game.
RP heavy.
Like RP heavy. It's gonna be like kind of Attack on Titan-esque, where like it's a city under siege, like Bloodborne meets Attack on Titan is I think how they described it, where it's like a city under siege, and the players are gonna have to protect it and that sort of thing. It's gonna be kind of dark. Cool. It sounded fun.
Well, so if you know I was gonna say if you know anything about the two of us, like we're in it.
Yeah. It was
At
gonna
that
be goth,
point,
it
we're
was
like,
gonna be
hell
fun.
yeah.
So I signed up for it as a player. Savannah signed up for it as a player. I feel like we had a couple other friends that were in it too. And this we get into the game.
I don't remember because I blocked most of it out of my memory.
It starts as like a party scene. We're all invited to the manor of some sort of lord, and we're all going to sit down for dinner, and the lord comes up and he toasts his wine to everyone, a very like strawed sort of moment, and everyone has to drink the wine, and everyone who drinks it, of course, has to make a dexterity or a constitution saving throw.
And now, to clarify, again, when Val says everyone has to drink the wine, as players, everyone has to drink the wine.
Yeah.
Or DM gets real mad at you.
Yeah, a couple of us are like, we don't drink, like we're good, because this is so clearly telegraphed that we're just not gonna do it. But we did
And
it.
as a player,
and
you get a nasty message.
so here's when things went bad. Everyone in the party made their
That's
saves.
not where they went bad.
Everyone in the party makes their saves. Everyone else at the party does not, and anyone who drank the wine and failed to save gets turned into a vampire
Immediately and without recourse.
There were so many fucking vampires.
There were.
In this room.
27.
And so I thought, all right, cut to black, we all run away, something like that. No, roll initiative. In which case, thus proceeds the next 3 hours of this game, which were all in initiative. Did we go 5 hours in that game? Okay.
It was supposed to be a 3-hour session
right.
to introduce us to the game. 5 hours later.
The next 5 hours of this game is in initiative, where we're all... I can remember everything because it's all in 6 seconds in D&D, and it's a nightmare when you try to do it as granularly and on a board, too. And
on a grid.
Slowly are proceeding up the stairs to try to get away from the vampires while fighting them. We couldn't die because every time his rule was every time
level 1.
you fell, every time you dropped to 0 hit points, that's when the real damage started. And so he'd drop you to, once you hit 0 hit points, instead of going down and getting the mercy of sweet death, you would go
back up. Because that's when you started
also,
taking real damage, but then you would also get into the negatives sometimes.
Yeah, and then you would lose.
But then you would go back up.
You'd lose ability scores or things like that. It went on for a long time.
So, and just to clarify, he had 27 vampire tokens.
There were 27 vampire tokens.
They all have
the board.
Their own initiative, or were they all like?
No, they all had their own initiative.
Yeah. Each one of them rolled for
separate initiative for each of them.
Each one of
there
them
were
rolled
also
their
some
own attacks.
other
Each one of them rolled their own saving throws. Oh, there were other things in there too.
And so, and he's dragging each of these, and probably like, okay, which one is this one? And right
So.
or. Oh,
well, yeah, because it does the thing where it lights up which one you're doing on the initiative tracker, and that goes.
Oh,
to that.
okay,
So
27
vampires.
27.
We didn't kill any of them because they were all
vampires.
Level
level
1 and stuck in permanent hell,
and he just wouldn't let you die.
He wouldn't let us die.
Do you remember how we got out of it?
Because we got out of it.
Ended the entire session for everyone.
Because Savannah and I were DMing each other the entire time, like, we have to get out of this. I do not want to do any more of this.
So I said, here's what we're gonna do. I don't even remember the character I was playing.
You were a barbarian or something, but you busted out the window.
I busted out a second story window.
We jumped out, ran away,
and ran
came back,
and said, no, we're running. No, we're running to go get the sheriff of the town. What do you do with your turn? 1,000,000 hours later, because there's also 3 other party members that are not the 2 of us and 27 vampires. I'm running to the town to get the sheriff because I'm level 1 and there's 27 people that just turned into vampires in this house.
Yeah.
Wait, what did the other players do? They just stay there.
They tried to leave, but they kept getting grappled and stuff too because the vampires
so they
had the
tried to
thing where
leave with us.
So
but then they just kept getting grappled.
What was the goal?
It wasn't fun.
To this day, I don't know if it was meant to be a one-shot to just fuck with us or something, or if there was going to be more to the campaign. I never talked to them again.
Because we did get a message 2 days later that was like, sorry guys, I'm not really up for running an entire campaign.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
it was a bad time.
He did not know the rules of the game either. We're glossing over the spells and the Calvin ball we were playing with everything else.
Which I'm fine with. Sort of if that's what everyone agrees to. But there was a level of arrogance.
Yeah. Well, there's a level of I don't know the rules I'm going to purposefully ignore these rules and I'm fine with purposefully ignoring the rules that you don't like.
Yeah.
just willful ignorance of any sort of the code and rules of D&D.
I think like the biggest thing that, like, no, that's not the biggest thing. There's so many things, but like I think assuming everything else was like on the up and up, and that like everything else was like well intentioned. I don't know what the narrative goal is. Like if you can't die and it's not wanting you to run, like what's going on? Like like not trying to turn you into vampires or what? Like,
oh no,
there was no
they never tried
signpost or
once.
anything.
Just trying to like just push you around and grab and just like have that happen forever.
It was a weird like I don't know, like it feels like a weird power trip of like
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Thing,
I honestly,
but...
I don't give them that much credit. I think they were just very bad and thought that that's what the game was supposed to be.
Exciting and...
No, some of it had to have been malicious. There's no way. Like,
I don't know. We'll never know. It's just the tale of the 27 vampire GM, the worst DM that I've ever had in any game.
Also, if you're out there, I don't feel bad about like just like railing you on the internet because you were a big sexist. You were a big sexist douchebag, so I don't feel bad about any of this.
Well, please message me and explain to me what your purpose was in this game, because that's the one thing I would like to know. You've left me with these scars, and I don't have answers.
I can understand. Like I can picture that person like, oh, that person's on a power trip, they're sexist, they're a bully, and they're annoying, or whatever.
They were.
You know, it is all those things. I'm like, okay, I know that person. I kind of feel like I know where they've come from, but like, yeah, the big mystery is like, where is that going?
Why?
But if someone out there can find this person for me, and please get an answer of what the end goal of this campaign was, I would love to know. Because I have no idea. If there's one regret that I have in my life, it's that we didn't stop at 2.5 hours and turn the DM and say, what is happening?
Yeah.
We were just so desperate to play D&D at that point.
I know. Some of the things. You know what's funny? I think my first game that I ran on Roll20, or ever, but on Roll20, like I think I stopped at 45 minutes because I felt like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I just had and it was gonna turn into what you're talking about. I think like it turned into like this really long drawn out thing, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just stop this. I ran away, but I'm very happy about that choice now in retrospect.
No, it's a great choice, because I think like the reason that I get so like up in arms and angry about this, and the reason that I keep referencing like it's like a point of arrogance, is because like there is a point, like there's a turning point when you're learning to play a new game, or when you're learning to run a new game. Like all of us have DM'd stuff, and all of us know this. There is a point when you finally know what you're doing, or like you at least like understand the rules. And before that, if you are not like cool enough with yourself to just stop and be like, hold on, let's regroup because I don't know what we're doing or what's going on, or let me check the book, or let me like have a moment to admit to myself like I don't know what I'm doing, then you super need to stop, because you're gonna make the people around you miserable. Like, if you're so arrogant that you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to pretend ad infinitum that I don't until they just, like, go along with me. Stop. Yeah. It's okay to not know. These games are hard. They're hard, and there's a lot of rules. I've been playing D&D since I was 16, and I'm in the chat going, how many hit die do I get back on a long rest? Because I don't fucking remember. Because there's so many rules. And I'm just playing it. I'm not even running it. Like, and that goes for any game. No. Hey, if you don't know what's going on, just stop for a second. It's fine.
It's okay.
No one's gonna be mad at you. Like, it's fine. You're okay.
And that also goes for, like, I think the first game that I ran, that the reason why I was having a lot of trouble was partly because one of the players just was very like the kind of players who's just trying to mess everyone else up, and like throw. And I had no tools on how to deal with that at all. I didn't know what to do, and I think like it was starting to like get away from me. And
Yeah.
that's the only recourse I had was just
Yeah.
like to stop it.
But
and it
I
was
think that's
fine,
also your
but-
best recourse in that situation.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't know what to do, like don't subject everybody else to your bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, or to
had-
someone else's bullshit. Like stop.
Yeah, if Savannah, if you don't remember the first game that I DM'd that wasn't for like just you and Dylan, like DM for a party and like strangers and stuff too. We had that one asshole that was in. Well, we had a couple assholes in the group. The other ones didn't leave until later.
Now
But
these
the
two,
one
I
that
do
was-
remember their names.
The one that was really bad, that was like saying all that shit in the session that I should have stopped earlier, and I didn't. But then after the session, I talked to him, kicked him out of the group, and then poisoned his character in their sleep. I
Killed
murdered their
him, he
character in their
died.
sleep
awesome.
afterwards. I think he got killed by a goblin or something. I don't remember.
Vengeance.
But yeah,
Oh
that's simultaneously my
yeah.
biggest
I will
redemption
not.
as an early GM and my greatest failing.
I think that's a moment of pride though, because that was immediately after that. You were like, no, we can't. You can't play. You can't sit with us. Like it's not
can't,
happening.
yeah.
I will, to the point where like you all know me at this point. I will not repeat some of the stuff that he was saying
Oh,
in
absolutely.
particular about the women in the party.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was
yeah,
bad.
if you're a new GM out there, know that there's a lot worse. And if you're saying,
Yeah.
if you're listening to this, you're going, this sounds like me. Think about it.
But
And
no,
also,
Consider.
you're allowed to stop it.
Yes.
I think that's the greatest piece of advice that
can
no
stop at
one
any
gives
point.
new GMs.
As a player
You're allowed
or
to
a
stop.
GM.
Yeah,
Also, as a player,
human.
you can
Yeah.
just leave.
as a
you know?
human, but especially at game tables, like
Yeah.
if you don't like it, you're allowed to go. You're like, it's a game and you're allowed to go, or
Yeah.
you're
If you're
allowed
not-
to, if you're in charge, stop that shit.
Yeah.
You're
If
allowed.
you're not
It's
conducting
fine.
open heart surgery, you're allowed to leave at any point.
Go. You can go.
That's a good caveat.
Like,
That is just that's my
So-
rule to live by. If
Yeah.
you're not a heart surgeon, you can
Yeah.
I'm
leave.
sure
at
there's
any
other stuff that falls under that umbrella, but like in
and
all
it-
seriousness, like seriously, if you're uncomfortable, leave. If you're putting other people, like if you can tell that you're in charge of people and they're in a bad situation, just tell them to stop.
yeah. And
You're
I
in
think,
charge,
like,
they'll stop.
and some people I feel like they have to stay because they don't want to be a burden on anyone else. But like specifically in this context, like if the person running the game is not like noticing what's going on and not protecting you, and like there's no way for you to like to go that route, then let them deal with the problem you just leaving. Let them figure out what to do with the story and your character. Like that's not your problem. Like who cares? It's fine. Like it's not worth it, and you are completely allowed to do that. So
It's not worth it, but you're worth it.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in a state of anxiety over a game.
yep.
Play games to have fun, and if you're not having fun, fucking leave. Just
Yeah.
leave.
So with that in mind, we should all fucking leave.
We should fucking leave. But so if you ever hear us reference 27 vampires, it's because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably the worst D&D experience that Val and me ever
But we've had a redemption. We got to kill all 27.
And we
of them.
did. Now I feel good about it.
But thank you all so much for joining us tonight and having a little story time. We'll be back with this show in 2 weeks, but the next show on our channel is once again tomorrow, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, is our sprawl game called Neon Souls. We hope to see you there, and have a wonderful night, good game, and have a wonderful good night, internet.
Good night, internet.